Right everyone, and welcome back to Season 16 of AOR F2 on Xbox One. We're here today then for the 20th round of the season, the penultimate round of the season at Interlagos in Brazil for the Brazilian Grand Prix. And we're here then on our best qualifying lap at the end of the session. And yeah, coming here then with, as I've been saying for the last couple of rounds, actually not much to really fight for us in the championship, but just hoping to, you know, maybe get our personal best result of the season. We've had a few fourth places, but we still haven't managed to get onto the podium despite a few close calls, and yeah, it'd be a shame to go the whole season without finishing on the podium. So I guess that's really just our target for these last couple of rounds, as obviously there's still a very tight championship battle going on at the front, but obviously that's not really anything to do with us, because yeah, well, we've never really been in the title fight, to be honest. But yeah, as I say then, just got to try and end this season as best we can, and yeah, hopefully maybe gain a couple more places in the championship, so I think we're still mathematically within reach of a few people. So we'll see how that goes then as we're coming to the line now then. The line wasn't really too great, but then we gained a bit in the final sector, but still it wasn't really that good. So yeah, we stayed down in about 16th position unfortunately, as we got Infamous Clayson on pole position from John and then Tralex, and the two championship contenders Melanie and Rosberg 4th and 5th. Our teammate LGS in 6th. As I was saying, we are down in 16th, so we're going to have free choice of tyres at least, so that could play into our hands then, as yeah, those on the super softs might struggle. So yeah, we'll see if we can use that to our advantage then, as we are now going to go then to the race. It's race day here in Brazil, and yep, just 2 rounds to go now then in this season 16 of F2 on Xbox One. And yeah, it's all heating up in the championship, as yeah, it's an overcast day though, not looking like it's going to rain, but yeah, we'll see if it plays a part later on. As we're here for the 28th time then in Brazil, it's actually second on most tracks we've done, Australia being the first. We've had pole position here 5 times in the past, but we've only ever won here once, and long-time viewers will know that this was a track that has not been too kind to me in terms of title deciders before. Obviously quite recently we won the AOR F2 Season 14 title at this track, but on 5 other occasions we have lost championships here, including 2 disconnections when we were in title winning positions. So yeah, it hasn't been always kind to us. As we take a look then at the circuit, 15 corners, one of the shorter ones on the calendar, 2 DRS zones, and yep, obviously a couple of overtaking opportunities then, obviously the main one being into turn 1. This is actually one of those title deciders then that we lost 3 wide, they're almost into turn 1, and it was Insignia that came out on top on that occasion. Down into turn 4, the second DRS zone then, this is another overtaking opportunity, and turn 5, well I think this is actually turn 6, this one counts as not a conventional overtaking opportunity, but if you get a good run out of turn 4 and a good run through out of turn 5, here's a possible overtaking opportunity, but you really do have to be alongside the person to be able to make moves stick there. We've got the super soft, the soft and the medium tyre here this weekend, and obviously being outside the top 10, we're going to put that to good use then, start on fresh tyres, hopefully just do a 1 stop here then. I don't think anyone will be doing a 2 stop, but we're going to start on mediums because we're right near the back and my pace wasn't really that great, so I was just thinking maybe if we can stick onto the back of the field at the start and then go to softs near the end, that could work to our advantage, as we are away now then on the warm-up lap. And looks like a few people around us are actually on medium tyres as well then, so got a bit of company and hopefully we won't all trip over each other. As we come towards the end of the formation lap now then, and we've got the first 3 or 4 then off far up to the grid, and then yeah, a massive gap behind them. So yeah, someone just created a massive train behind them, and yeah, that caught me out and I hit B first, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, some people just leaving massive gaps in front of them for some reason there, but yeah, we're back on the grid now then, so this gives us a good chance to look at the tyres then. Obviously the top 10 are all on the super soft. We've also got Jork actually used on them as well as Stappen, X-Power and Burnout. We're on the mediums then, along with Beefer and Pelver I think, and then I think we've got Franglish there on the softs. Can't really read on that preview screen, so it might be but I think that's right anyway. So we're on the grid now then, and we've got no game sound, so that's great. We've got lights on now then, well, we're away and we've got the game sound back now then at the last second. So yeah, thankfully we don't have to pause or anything or have to drive without game sounds. But nonetheless, then we had a bad start because of that, and yeah, Burnout is through, and yeah, we're down 17th place then. To be fair, that could have been partly down to cold tyres and also being on the medium as well, but yeah, just obviously not very ideal for that to happen at the start there. But we're in behind Beef then towards turn 4. We're having a bit of a luck, but we weren't close enough to make the move stick there. But yeah, I think it's just really the time now where we've just got to sort of settle into the race. Obviously, as I said before, the race plan is to just sort of try and stick with the field really on the medium tyres, hope they battle quite a bit and hold each other up, and then we can make the most of that later on when we pit for the soft tyres. So yeah, we'll just have to see what we can do there then. As into this next corner, it's all bunched in front of us then, and another lap 1 pile up has happened, and luckily we've avoided this one then. But yeah, that's 4 races in a row now then where there's been, you know, a multi-car accident on the first lap, and luckily we've made it through this one because we haven't made it through the last 2. There was obviously one before that in Japan as well in turn 1. But yeah, Clone Troopers in the pit saying he must have had damage, and yeah, we're now to left place, but Burnout is going to come back at us here then. I believe that incident was caused by Bobbitt's having a bit of a lag spike, and yeah, that caused him to spin, and yeah, people just piled him behind. No one's fault, so yeah, just a very unfortunate incident on that occasion. So yeah, on to lap 3 now then. We're back down in 12th position then, but our teammate has spun off there. I believe he has damage, so yeah, that is a place game for us, and big shame for our teammate there then. We skip to lap 14, honestly not a lot happened. Burnout pulled away from us, and yeah, everyone on Softs pitted, and now we've got Infamous behind us then. He was the net race leader, and he's now going to come and overtake us then. He's also on medium tyres, but obviously on fresh ones now. But we've been on these from the start. And yeah, 3 goes then into, well, it's not a lead then because Burnout was the last person to pit and he just came in then. So yeah, we're down to 2nd place. And yeah, unfortunately around about this time our DRS broke, so that was quite unfortunate because we now had Dralix behind us then, and I was hoping that maybe, you know, I could sort of stick with some of these guys, you know, for a few laps before I pitted and just, you know, try and cling on to them with the DRS for a bit. But yeah, I don't know what it's going to be like now, and then Dralix has gone through, and I mean, it would have been quite ideal here to have DRS and to, you know, try and stick with them a little bit. But yeah, that's not going to happen now then. As into turn 4, and Melanie was sort of thinking about having a look there. I wasn't really sure if he was or not, so I sort of had to turn out at the last minute, and then yeah, he gets a much better drive up the corner anyway, so through he goes then into a 3rd position. So yeah, as I was saying there, it's just quite annoying really, because I was still within a second I think by the end of that lap, so I would have had DRS to, well, I should have had DRS to, you know, sort of stick with him a little bit, but yeah, that wasn't the case, and I did get back a few laps later, but it was already too late at that point, as we come in then at the end of lap 21 for our pit stop. It might have been the end of lap 22 actually. No, I think it was 21. We've passed the start finish line there, and yeah, we're on soft tyres then for the final 15 laps of this race, as we come up then in 11th place, which was higher than where we were before I think by, actually no, we were in 11th place, weren't we, because of LGS spinning off. So yeah, we're where we were, but we're on fresher tyres and quicker tyres than the people in front of us, so hopefully we can catch up to them then in the closing stages of this race. And in fact, John comes in then for a 2nd time, so he must have had damage then, I'm guessing, as yeah, that moves up then into the points, but we were still very much catching those in front of us then, and yeah, by lap 32 we had closed right to the back then of VRT Verstappen and LCR Hayden in this battle for 8th position. So yeah, it looks like Hayden's got DRS then on Verstappen then, so we're just going to sit back then, hope for, you know, some fireworks to go off here then, and maybe we can slip through, as they're still side by side, and yeah, we'll just wait and see if we can pick up the pieces then, or, you know, if an opportunity will open itself for us then. As we do have DRS now then, we get a great run out of turn 3. Hayden's going defensive then, and in fact they collide. Had to take a phone call right in the middle of that then, so I'm not sure what quite I was saying there, but yeah, Hayden and Verstappen collided. Hayden went spinning out. We sort of got collected, but luckily we didn't get any damage there. And yeah, we're up to 9th place, and we were catching Verstappen anyway, so yeah, we get the move done on him then next time round. and we're up into 8th position. So yeah, it's not gone too badly so far for us then. Obviously, seeing as we started 16th, we didn't really seem to have much pace here, and yeah, it's gone alright for us then overall in the end. As we come out the final corner now then, we've got this long run to the finish line, and yeah, considering where our pace was, I don't think it's too bad a result for us. Not the most eventful race, but we did have a little bit of action near the end. We crossed line then for 8th place, so yeah, finally back into the points then after a bad race in Mexico. We did technically score a point in Austin, although it never really got updated that we did, so yeah, but yeah, still more points than we've had in the last few races anyway, so you know, it's a decent result for us there. As yeah, infamous takes win then from Melanie. Rosberg in 3rd, I think it was Dralex in 4th, and then Burnout 5th. So yeah, we were in 8th place. Unfortunately, our teammate LGS didn't finish after that early incident, and then he retired sometime after that, unfortunately. As we look now then at the standings, guess who's made a complete idiot of themselves and saved the Mexico standings as Brazil standings? So for the Mexico video, you will have been looking at the standings, because I'll have looked back at this and edited it in while I'm saying, sorry, I thought I saved the standings, but I didn't. But yeah, I don't have the standings for Brazil now, so, or at least I don't think I do anyway. So yeah, I'm very sorry for this. This has been a shambles these last few races. I'm very aware of that, and yeah, I can only apologise for that. But yeah, I'll have a quick look, see if there's anywhere else I don't think it is, and no, it isn't. So yeah, I don't have the standings for this race, unfortunately. So yeah, going in, so there was some like penalties or something that was added after the race or something, or penalties were taken off at some point in Austin, I think, because yeah, Melanie's got less of a lead than I thought he did over Rosberg. So yeah, he was 9 points after Mexico, and that means that he's back up to 12 points now then. So yeah, it's 12 points between Melanie and Rosberg into the final race. That's the main thing. We're on 80, we're not on 80, we're on 92 after that one then, because we finished in, we technically got 10th in Austin, but it's not on the standings, and we've got 4 points today then. So we're on 92. We are still maybe in with a chance of catching Jork, but I don't think we can catch anyone else realistically. Maybe Beefer, but I think we'd have to win the race. So yeah, that doesn't seem very likely. But yeah, you never know then. As yeah, we've just got one more race to go now then, and we can finally put this season behind us then. It's been not great on the track, it's been not great in terms of videos, so apologies for that. But yeah, hope you nonetheless enjoyed this race. If you did, leave a like. I'll see you next time for the final race of the season, finally in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.